So last week I showed you how to make this peacock card using the new stamp set World Treasures, and I just showed you this quick folder that can hold cards and said that this week I'd show you how to make this. So this is our project for today, and again we'll use one of the pieces from the World Treasures stamp set in just a little while. So to start today, I have a piece of very vanilla cardstock that is 8.5 inches by 10 inches. And I'm going to use our Stampin' Up! Simply Scored tool. I've marked the measurements here with the little markers of where I'm going to score. So to start with the side that's 10 inches, I'm going to take the stylus tool at 4 3/4 and make a line, and then at 5 1/4. So this is giving me a spine on my folder of 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to turn the paper, and on the 8.5 inch side, I'm going to score at the 2 inch mark. Right there. Okay, so I'll move that out of the way and then use a bone folder to just help me get some good crisp lines when I fold here. So I'm just going to go over that scored line with my bone folder. And then the same thing with the 2 inches on the bottom. And that's really as easy as it is. You just take the piece, and by folding that up, you create the pocket. So I don't seal the end here, I just leave that open. And the next thing I'll do, I've taken 18 inches of our Lucky Limeade ruffled ribbon, and I'm going to just put a little bit of my snail adhesive right here in the center, and that will tack that ribbon down. So I'm going to leave some here that I'll use to tie as a closure, and just stick that down on there. This will wrap around the back and then come out here again for me to just tie together. So what we need to do is just finish decorating the front. And I've taken a piece of Tangerine Tango cardstock that is 5.5 by 4 1/4 inches, and I'm going to use my corner rounder. And I find that if I get the corner right into the punch, there's the guard on here, so you want to get it to stop there, but I lift the paper up a little bit, and that helps me to get a good even punch on my corners. So I stick it in and bend it up just a little bit. Okay, so now my corners are rounded, and I'm going to take my snail adhesive, put some in each corner and in the middle, and I'm just going to open this flat so I can press down to secure it. And I'll just set it on here, press down there. And then I went ahead and used our new clear oval accent die for the Big Shot, and I used it with our International Bazaar designer paper. And then you can see the whole shape here. I just took my paper trimmer and cut part of that off. So I'll use the snail adhesive again around the edges and just attach this over here. And then I want to do the focal point of the cover, which is this stamp set, One Who Finds a Faithful Friend Finds a Treasure. And that's from the World Treasures stamp set. This is chocolate chip ink. And if you haven't watched one of my videos or seen the new ink pads, you'll notice that it's a different surface. It's a very juicy ink pad. It's a new pad itself. It's more of a foam. And so I'm going to tap it very gently on here and stamp straight down and up on my vanilla scrap piece of cardstock. So there is that piece. And then to cut this out, I am going to use some of our new framelits. These are Apothecary Accents, and this one is the one that corresponds with that stamp. So what I'm going to be able to do is just set that right over it, run it through the Big Shot, and that will cut it out for me. So let me pull the Big Shot over. And when I use framelits, I leave tab 2 closed, set a cutting pad down, and then my project, line up the framelit, and then I set the second cutting pad right on top, and then just crank through. And then you can just pop it right out, and your piece is evenly cut just like that. So I'll move this out of the way. Get that cutting pad. And then all we have to do is add this to the front using the snail adhesive. Just like that. After you place, you can stick your cards in like this. You can put cards on one side, envelopes on the other if you would like. And then you just take this and wrap it around. You can tie it, depending on how much ribbon you give yourself, you can tie it in a knot or in a bow on the end here like this, just to close it. And trim up the ribbon a little bit. But it's just a really nice presentation to give someone a quick gift of cards and envelopes. Thanks so much for watching my video. For daily creative inspiration, visit my blog or find me on Facebook at Jody Reinert Stamps.